Hello, Just Gem here and welcome, or indeed welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be a bit of a speedy get ready with me because I have timed this very poorly, mainly because I overslept because I was very tired. But I'll probably be able to get my base done. I mean, it will be seamless to you, but I'm going to have to do this in two parts, I think. I am completely barefaced. I haven't got anything on apart from moisturiser. I should put sun cream on, but I don't know where I've put it, so I'm going to be very naughty and skip that step. Don't be like me, don't skip sun cream. And I'm going to go in with the primer that came in the Beauty Moon Cosmetics box, mainly because I want to see how this plays with my Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm. So this is a genuine get ready with me because I am leaving the house and I have things to do. So this is quite a nice texture. It's that silicone-y texture. More silicone-y. I think the Milk Hydro Grip, that's more fluidy. It's not quite as sticky a texture. It's still got stickiness to it, but this is a bit of a thicker feel and more gel-like, less watery, while the Hydro Grip is more watery. And I don't know if, I mean, I put it on the other day over my Luminous Silk, this primer. It looked really good, so I might have to use that foundation again and see, was it the primer or is, I mean, my skin is really good at the moment. I'm not suffering with like any breakouts or, yeah, it's just been good. A bit, you know, dark circles under the eye, a bit of hyperpigmentation, but you know, I can deal with that. Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm, I'm probably going to need to buy a backup soon because I've majorly hit pan, and even like you might not be able to see, but even the areas around but maybe you can. Yeah, I'm going to probably need to get a spare one. Normally when I first try a palette I do one look on each eye, but as I say, I'm doing things today, so one look in each eye is going to look a bit, like I don't mind if I'm nipping to the shop, but like a whole day of errands and stuff, a bit much. And while we're here, ooh, I like that one. That was nice. Satisfying. Yeah. This is the shade 9.5. I think I've mentioned maybe once or twice that this is my favourite, my go-to foundation these days. I try to avoid using it when I'm filming so as to avoid wastage, and I just go straight in with a brush which needs a clean. I am going to colour correct. I don't normally when I'm filming, but this is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector. And you know what, I was scrolling through TikTok and Oti Mabuse used the curve case from Made by Mitchell as a colour corrector. And it's like Mitchell always says that they're multi-purpose. I can't multitask, multi-purpose, multitask. But yeah, Mitchell does always say, oh, they're multi-purpose, you can use everything for everything that you want to use it for. But it's never occurred to me to use the curve case, like the orange shade in there, as a colour corrector. So I will have to try that out, but it's not to hand right now, so I'm sticking with my Huda Beauty one instead. And I've recently found I interchange. I was using this for concealer, but I used it for my colour corrector the other day, and I really liked it. Obviously, when we've put on an orange colour corrector, we then don't want to immediately go on with concealer because it's just going to turn your concealer orange. So I learnt this trick of setting it. So for this bit you can use like any colour setting powder, really, it doesn't matter too much, but I'm going to use my Trigwell Cosmetics shade number 2. That's very reflective. Dab that and then rub the excess, because that's actually a lot. Just dab the excess there onto the back of my hand and then press over that colour corrector. So that's to set it so that when I do put my concealer on, it doesn't just orangify everything. Should I do my brows? Should I do something with my brows? I don't know where I put my brow. Did I bring it in? So my brow gel is this e.l.f. one. Editing gem here, and it does appear as though I'm playing a game of problematic brand bingo at the moment. That was not my intention. I did film this a little while ago now, and I'm editing it back, and I'm not gonna lie, it's making me laugh a little bit because I keep mentioning all these brands that seem to be involved in some kind of controversy in the moment. So let's just gloss over that completely and enjoy this as your standard get ready with me. I got this as a freebie. I would buy this again, I think. I'd have to find out how much it actually costs because I don't know what the price point is. I just find though, if I just have to take my time with it and well, maybe not take my time with it, but it is easy to apply too much. I think I've kind of got it down now, and then I find sometimes when I'm doing the tail, if I don't sort of clean it off, makeup sticks to that area and it looks a bit funny. So I just have to be a bit, maybe today I might just avoid doing that area. And I don't normally go in with a pencil. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I just put the gel in just to give my brows a bit of shape. And I don't really, the goal is to sort of tidy them up a bit. I don't know what brow shape is on trend at the moment. It's weird, when you just do your makeup, you just do it, but now I'm sort of thinking about it because I'm filming it. I'm like, oh, I don't know what I do next, but I do know what I do next. I think it's concealer time next. Or do I want to do my eyes? What time is it? I'm going to use my Gloss Gods one. So I like to, when I'm first using a palette, I like to really put it to the test when it comes to the pigmentation by using this clear primer. And also with a clear primer, you can be a bit sloppy with the application because it's clear. It's great. And I do take it right up in case, well, I normally try to take my shadows right up to my brow now to capitalise on lid space. Poison Garden. Gosh, I can't believe it's taken me this long. Well, yeah. This is it. Let's turn that down because that always makes things overly bright. But that's Poison Garden, and I just think this is a stunning, rich, beautiful, deep colour story. There's a shade in here, Wisteria, which I just want to bathe in. I just think it's stunning, and I might have to put that on my lid. I was actually going to film of just a taste, and I changed my mind at the last minute, so my top could end up matching my look, which wasn't actually my intention. That was a happy coincidence. I'm looking at this now. Do I want to go sort of grey, bluey, silver? Did I do something like that recently? Or do I avoid Wisteria and go smoky? I haven't done like a smoky eye for a while. I really want to. Let me. I'll go smoky, and if I can figure out how to incorporate a bit of Wisteria in there, then I will. Picked up a ref of 15, and let's use, I'm curious about the lightest shade, so I'm going to try Devil's Helmet here, and let's see how this grey appears on my neutral skin tone. So that, yeah, that's a really nice grey actually. If you watched my live the other day, when I was talking about makeup trends, I talked about greys and how I'm not always a fan because they can often be quite white based, and then they just look ashy and horrible. But this is a nice grey, this one, Devil's Helmet. Okay. And then maybe Death Camus. I don't know what a Death Camus is, but I think I'm going to try that one to deepen things up a little bit. I'm quite liking the performance of these shadows actually. They are blending well. What I'm going to do is when I did the swatches, I filmed them for TikTok / a short, and I forgot to film them to put the footage in a video, but I'll just put the short up and you can see the swatches in that. Well, it is sort of a first impressions, but it's a bit more of a get ready with me than a first impressions. Well, it's both. It's both. Because this is the first time I'm using this, but I have swatched it before. I might just go back into that 15 again and just get a bit of a better gradient, and then we shall repeat on the other side. I was tempted to go into the brighter blue Delphinium, but I kind of want to keep it deep and a bit smokier. Are we looking even? Like build up Death Camus a bit more on this side. Do I want to use a NYX glitter primer, or do I want to put this through its paces? Ooh, so I'm just looking at Poison Hemlock here. Definitely Poison Hemlock. In fact, let's get Poison Hemlock on the eyes straight off. Yeah, let's give it some glitter primer. It's actually smoother to the touch than I thought it would be. Oh, it's got these multi-coloured sparkles in it. Right, I should zoom you in. I don't know how well it's going to pick it up. Would it be better if... I mean, that's quite dark, but I don't know if that's going to show the sparkle a bit more. Oh, it's pretty. Like, I see... No, I don't even... I think that just shows it's super sparkly, but it doesn't show you all the different colours in there. I can see, like, pink and blue and gold. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Really, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the shades in here, pairing it with them, but maybe I'll go with Snake Root. I'll use my little finger to get right in there with Snake Root. And like, let me know how this lighting looks to you. Because I just wanted to... I think it's quite light, but I don't know if it just shows off the sparkle a bit more. And I will put the light back on. That is nice. I would normally use my other little finger, but I've still got product on here. Get an even spread here. That's nice. That's really nice. And then I'm just picking up my Refa 13 and going back into Death Camus. Don't know how you pronounce that. And just blending around the edge here. And then I quite like to define around the edge of where I've put that shimmer as well. Like so. I'll put the light back on now. Yeah, I think that to be fair, that I think that shows the shimmer a lot. But I just wanted to experiment there to see what showed it off the best. Because sometimes if there's too much light, it just blows everything out. But that's cool. That's cool. Right, I'm gonna pause here, but you're not gonna know the difference, hopefully. And we'll continue. I'll probably come back with my concealer on, which is just gonna be my Fenty concealer. Yeah, I'll be back. And then I think with this look, a pinky blush would go quite well. So I have pulled out Butter with Thyme, and that's number 7, the NYX Buttermilk blush. And because these are so pigmented, I'm going to use my Refa number 4, which is not quite as dense a brush. But yeah, I think this is a nice colour to pair with this eye look. And I'm trying desperately to not go overboard, which is very easily done. I mean, I do like a lot of blush, but these, you've got to go easy, build slowly. And I quite liked the effect of, I might go back in with the powder a little bit, I might have gone a bit too carried away taking it in, but I do quite like to go in towards the nose a lot lately, and up towards the temple a little. Seems like it's looking a bit crazy, but I know that once I've kind of put a bit of bronzer on and a bit of setting spray, it does normally tone down, but I do like a lot of blush, I do. Speaking of my bronzer, I use my Refa number 5 for this. If you've been here before, you know what time it is. It's the Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in the shade Dark. And that's what that looks like. And this has got a mirror, so I can use that. And it just, especially if I've over powdered, it just takes the edge off. It brings a bit of warmth back to my face. And then just kind of merge it in a bit with the blush. I think a pinky highlighter. So I'm going to pair that blush with You Butter Work, if I can get this open. And again, going in very, very lightly. Refa 16 for this. Always nervous about putting too much on. And I suck at highlighter placement. I always think I put it in the wrong place. I don't know if that's left a bit of a cast. I'm hoping once I've put some setting spray on, it might look better. Or just go back over. I think that's better. So I want to be careful. Yeah, I think I've done a much better job applying it on this side than I did the first side. And should I use this as an inner corner as well? Why not? Why not? Yeah, I like that as an inner corner with this look. I like that. Not, I guess it's a hack, isn't it? But using whatever highlighter you use on your cheeks as your inner corner, I just think it works really well. I cannot do my eyeliner on camera. Shall I try to though? Let's try it. Let's try it. Watch me mess this all up. I do suck at doing this though. Or maybe I've built it up in my head, I don't know. But this is my Clinique Easy Liner. And I have a backup, and I think it's one of those products where the minute I open my backup, I should buy another backup because I never want to be without it. Do I go baby wing? I don't know, I feel like this look needs a bit more of a dramatic wing than this. I mean, they never match anyway. Who am I kidding? They never match. They never do. What else do I need to do? Mascara, but what I'm going to do is set my face first. And I'm going to use this Beauty Moon Cosmetics one because I'm trying to settle on a new setting spray going forward. But then this is in a subscription box, so if I do enjoy it and it runs out, then I'll still have to find a new setting spray. But I might just go back to Urban Decay All-Nighter. Having said that, I think Urban Decay are reformulating their setting sprays. Why? And I think someone mentioned that the Milani one is a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, so I might try that Milani one. And if it is indeed a good dupe, that could be my next staple, because I do really like the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I'm not repurchasing it. Right, let's spray. That might have been a lot. I don't have my little electric fan with me today, so let's fan. Should we use the Poison Garden box or sleeve? And I'm going to also use the Beauty Moon Cosmetics mascara. So I've used this a few times now, and I do like this. I think it gives good separation and nice length. I normally sort of go across making sure all the lashes are coated, go to the other eye, and then repeat. Now, for a lippy, do I go pinky or... I'll zoom you out for this. Is the Modern Lip Blur in here? Would this work? No, it's not pink enough. I want pink today. Oh, why do I think it's in my denim jacket, which is currently in London, and I'm not currently in London. I think it's in my denim jacket pocket. It's gonna have to be MAC Persistence, which is fine, but I just wanted it a bit more pinky today. I can't find 89 Fine, so we're going to use this Aussie Anne lip liner in the shade Drip instead. And I haven't used this yet, so maybe that's a good thing. It's not as dark as 89 Fine, but I do like the tone. I like the colour of it. And it's gliding across the lip. I'm not feeling any tug. Oh, that's a nice combo actually. I like that. I still think, say, Modern Lip Blur would have been marginally better with this look, but this works. But I'm going to top it with nude beige momentarily, so it's all good. Okay, yeah, that's the ticket. I think I'm finished. Naturally, I feel I've forgotten something. I don't think I have, though. Yeah, I think that's everything, guys. I think so. So this is how I normally do my makeup. This is the, when it's for every day and I'm going to be wearing it for most of the day. This is how I do it. Some thoughts on Poison Garden. I'm going to see about this creasing. Editing gem again. I remember now, when I forgot to press record earlier when I came back after my concealer, I was trying to show you that I had some creasing, but none of that footage actually recorded. This bit I'm referring to the creasing that I thought I had showed you already, which I have not captured, and there was a very short gap and there was creasing forming already. Bella Beaute Bar shimmers crease like a bitch. However, it would appear that NYX glitter primer is not the right primer to use with these shadows. So once I get a thinner, less sort of creamy base, I will come back, use these shimmers again and let you know if I find an alternative or I find a workaround for these extremely creasy shimmers. I'm going to see about this creasing because so far that's a bit of a disappointment. Having said that, I think Angie and Jessica, she experiences creasing with Bella Beaute Bar too. I mean, it's nothing that you can't fix. If you notice it creasing throughout the day, you know, you just get your finger and you swipe it and that normally solves that problem. But I wouldn't expect it to happen that quickly. So I'll definitely be reporting back to let you know if this is something that's happening on a recurring basis or if it's like a one-off. Maybe I was a bit heavy-handed with the shimmers. Maybe I was a bit overexcited. But let me see. Let me see and I'll come back to you. But yeah, that's it. That's my face finished. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch. And I hope to see you again in a video in the not too distant future. Take care. Bye.